And welcome back. So in our 5v5 roundout against Team Radiant Tail, Lucius had DC'd against NeoBuster right at the start of their match. We were gonna redo it if Lucius actually returned, because we're supposed to give 5 minutes after a DC went in that sort of situation, but we just decided to move on real quick, get Ren's
Well, the
fight
entire Ren versus Lazerman match happened, and he isn't back yet, so we're moving on.
Yeah. So if NeoBuster counts as the win against Lucius, this means NeoBuster would be next in line to fight Izayanagi as Radiant Tail's last player.
Exactly. We're just gonna call the Lucius NeoBuster battle a DQ for Lucius. Sorry we have to do it that way, but we do have to move on because, like I said before, I have somewhere that I need to be.
And Nova doesn't want to be a dick and leave me alone to commentate by myself. So yay!
Exactly. So starting this match off, we have NeoBuster riding his Limit Enabler. And we already know that Izayanagi is using Pale Moons because he can't switch decks in between fights.
He starts off like he did before, riding the Zelma to get that in the soul.
Riding Zelma early on is one of the best things you can do. And the funny thing is that I've probably said this before, but not in a recording because it's so rare that they're in these nowadays. Pale Moons are the only clan who actually don't have to worry about the normal idea of a unit you ride isn't a unit you can call to rear guard. Pale Moons are the only clan that don't have to think that way.
Because they get to call shit from the soul all the time.
Because anything that they ride can be called to rear guard.
Unless it is your current Vanguard. It's not technically in the soul then.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Pale Moons get something that let them superior ride from the soul just so that they can do that sort of thing.
Well, that would be cool.
If they can just superior ride from the soul and then whatever they ride over gets called to rear guard.
That would be really neat. Might even start using Pale Moons again if they got that. Kidding.
You don't even like restanding Vanguards, and that's basically what that would be.
It really would be, unless it's during, like, main phase or something stupid.
NeoBuster counterblasted to check his top 5 for a grade 3, and he did get one. So if he was having problems with his ability to ride before, he's not now.
Hey, I used a restanding Vanguard. I used Tetra and Minerva.
I had to twist your arm to use Minerva, and you loved it.
I used Tetra by myself!
We still don't understand why you use Tetra.
I really don't!
I think you said it has something to do with the fact that it's actually using it takes work.
I don't know, maybe. I don't remember. That was a
like
while
you
ago.
said. I remember you saying that you felt like restanding Vanguards were too easy. Tetra Drive was the exception because it actually takes work to get the 4 battles. Because back when Tetra Drive came out, it wasn't as simple to do that as it is now.
I don't even remember. Honest.
Out of all the things you see in an Aqua Force deck now, the only thing we had back then was Tidal Assault. Other than that, you either had to have a weird deck or just make stuff happen that really shouldn't.
So anyways, back to the fight.
NeoBuster was able to get away without much damage, and
he didn't take any damage.
why is he? Why does he only have one? Oh right, he only had 1 damage before. I thought he had 2 for some reason.
No, he only had 1.
He just rode and he called a Crimson,
Yes.
so he's residing himself to shotgun below Vanguard. I guess he feels like that's the better option. He gets a critical trigger, gives it all to Crimson, and then there's Vermilion. Izayanagi decides he doesn't want to get to limit break while his opponent is at 1 damage.
He's not riding to grade 3.
He's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, because didn't he check a Lucius?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Pretty sure he did.
That was a semi-mistake letting that hit, but at the same time he can't get a horrible punish out of it because the units in the soul right now aren't really anything that can actually hurt NeoBuster right now. And at this point, NeoBuster can just call the Vermilion that he got from his twin check. Wait, how?
What do you mean, how?
Did he call Zelma to call out another Zelma? Did he bring out
he
Zelma to
just
call another?
no. That rearguard Zelma was already there. That was.
No, I mean, how was it? I mean, how was it standing?
It was never boosting anything.
Okay.
The only thing it had in front of it to boost was the Marichika that was killed last turn. So what he did was he just had the 3 there. All of them were standing at the start. He called Anna.
So 2 pass.
Well,
He decides to give the heal trigger to rearguard.
He heals at least. That's always good.
And he does heal. This will bring Izayanagi at 4 damage.
Okie doke. Now we ride the Tamer Lukier.
It's interesting he called the critical trigger to the rearguard in that situation. We have to see if he has a plan of what he wants to do with that. Lucier's limit break could activate, but again, there's not really anything good in the soul to utilize it.
So we're going to use Mystic Lukier because we get to soul charge things with it. Did he get anything good from the soul charge? There was a crit in the soul charge.
There's a crit and a Venus, so the Venus is probably coming out.
Lies.
God.
All the lies.
He got Anna and Rising Dragon.
Because Anna can call things. It can call...
Yes, that's exactly the reason. He decides to put Anna behind Vanguard.
For a more chance that it'll hit, which means he would counterblast, call, like, a Zelma, put the Rising Dragon back in, and just call it back out.
Call the Rising Dragon back out.
Yeah.
And because Izayanagi knows... because NeoBuster knows this, because it did happen to him once before when he fought against this deck, he's not letting it happen.
However, Izayanagi did get a draw trigger out of that.
Well, more importantly, he can Legion, and when he Legions, he's going to kill those 2 units on the field and get an extra critical, and he's going to be able to do anything, all the stuff he wants to do. So now Shotgun Blow is going to hit, and is going to punch Anna and Rising Dragon in the gut.
Really? We're going with this joke again? Shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. No. No, shut the fuck up.
It's what he does.
You don't get those.
Just like Big Bang Knuckle.
You don't get those.
Just like Big Bang Knuckle Buster punches everything in the face.
No, I'm okay with that. You're a dick.
So 2 critical. Izayanagi does not have a perfect guard.
So
that's a 1 pass.
30. Yeah, that's 1. Any trigger could end it here.
Yes.
Keyword there is
and
could.
there's a heal trigger.
Keyword there is could. If Izayanagi can heal. I'm scared. How many heals are out of deck? There's 1?
No heal.
There isn't? Oh, there's
nope,
3
DS
heals
wins
out of
the
deck.
battle.
There
DS wins the battle.
Woo! Go DS! So, alright, that's the end of this match, and actually that's the end of the game. Thank you, Radiant Tail, for the team battle. Everyone did well with what they got. We learned new things about cards and certain rulings. I don't know what else to say. Thank you. Bye. Rosie out.
Bye-bye.
Nova, you don't get those.